Hi there, my name is Kramer Wetzel. This is for astrofish.net for the Monday that starts, for the week. It's going to start Monday, August 6th, 2007. The sun is going to be in Leo, Mercury is in Leo, and Mars, as of Monday morning, is at 29 degrees in Taurus, but you know what, it's fixing to go into Gemini this week. And that would be what I would be looking at. I think Mars in Gemini is going to be kind of an interesting time. Mars is going to square retrograde Venus. And I'm kind of figuring that's part of what this is really all about. As you can see, I'm at the lake. I'm fixing to throw a line in. We're going to have us some big fun here in just a second. I've got to wait until all of this gets together. Now, what I would look for with this week is I would watch out in the personal arena. Do you know what I mean when I'm talking the personal arena? Talking about when one person talks to another person, kind of like the way I'm talking to you right now. This is what we have to watch out for. This is where a little bit of caution will go a long way in making your week a lot better. The hat that I have on is from the Chinati. It says Chinati on it and doesn't say anything else. Not many people really understand what that is. What it is, it's the Chinati Foundation, and it's located, well, just south of Marfa. Matter of fact, I think there's a song about that. South of Marfa on the road to Old Mexico. The Chinati Foundation, at least the one that's there, has perhaps one of the finest collections of some postmodern cubist. Let's face it, I don't really know what the stuff is. Surrealist, non-surrealist, I'm not sure. Anyway, they have a huge art installation out there. It's a fairly amazing piece of artwork, and who would think in the middle of West Texas that you're going to have a world-class outdoor art museum? Well, it's true. That's what the Chinati stands for. On the back of the hat it says Marfa, so you know where it is. Now, I'm not in Marfa. I'm not going to be headed to Marfa. What I'm doing is looking for fish right now. I'm watching the water, seeing if there's going to be anything happening. Mars is going to be in Gemini. Mars is going to start slowing. Well, not really. Mars is just cooking along the way it usually does. Anyway, with Mars and Gemini, we need to watch duality. And that's part of what I was talking about. We're going to get this kicked off with the Mars square Venus. And then the rest of the week, we're going to be dealing with what I call, I don't really have a name for this. It's kind of a tension. It's where people bark at you when they meant to be nice. Or they say something and you take it wrong. And I'd be careful with this sort of interaction, especially, this could be something as simple as when you stop at the store to buy something. I stopped to get a big gulp, and I was trying to be really careful about the way I interacted with the little guy behind the counter. I didn't want to upset him. It's a real good chance they go to put their change down, and it feels like they're throwing it at you. They're not really throwing it at you. It's Mars giving it a little bit of a kick, and so you go, whoa, you threw that at me. I hate you. No, that's not the way this really works. It's a matter of stopping and analyzing and realizing and flip through a couple of scenarios. The guy slipped. He had a bad night. There are a bunch of different things that this could mean. It's also what I'm warning you about, and I'm suggesting that you watch out for. This is going to happen. Now, I can't make it any easier. What I can do is help you by warning you about it a little bit. Weapon of choice. See that little gold spoon? That's what I'm going to be playing with this afternoon. And I'm going to try to fool a couple of fish. I'm not real sure that I'm going to do too well. I really don't care. It's a nice day. As you can tell, there's pretty good cloud cover, and I like that because it's going to mean it's going to be a little bit cooler. There's a decent little breeze coming up from the south, and I like that too. Once again, it's going to cool things off. It's a matter of how you adapt to what is going on at this point. I believe that's really part of the critical way that I would look at this week. It's a matter of what are you going to do to make this work? What are you going to do to work with what energy is present at this time? Like I suggested, it's a matter of taking it a little bit easy and not getting quite so riled up and being aware that it's pretty easy to take something the wrong way. With that particular lure that I'm playing with right now, I caught a little fish the other day. It was about that big. I'm not lying. What it was a bait fish, or a little baby fish, or shad, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, there's a good chance to catch something like that. I don't know what that fish was doing striking at that lure. It's way too, it's absolutely the worst thing it could have done. But that's what I would be looking for right now. Something that you don't expect. Also, deal with the way people are kind of fractious. You notice that my appearance is somewhat disheveled at this point. You know what? Venus is retrograde. I'm not going to waste time trying to look pretty because it's not going to work. What you do is accept it for what it is. It's a good time not to really worry about certain details. Matter of fact, as soon as I'm done recording this video, this shirt's coming off because it's hot out here, and I see no reason to be wearing a shirt on a day like this. Sometimes it's the simplest thing. Sometimes it's the littlest gestures. Once again, that's what's important right now. Realizing what the little gestures are and taking advantage of that. Good luck. Y'all have a good week. You hear?